Hello, the only Nikki here. Sorry, it's early. I just woke up. Didn't sleep a whole lot last night either, but very special video. I have super exciting news. There's somebody behind me that I want y'all to meet. No, it's not a kid. I don't have children. We've been over this, but we brought a very special new member to our family yesterday. I drove all the way to Shippenville, Pennsylvania, to a rescue shelter out there. That's right about 4-hour drive from here. So it was a long day yesterday and a long drive there and back, but totally worth it because let me go get him. This is Bob. He's my new little buddy. His official name at the shelter. Look how happy he is at the shelter is Bob, and I'll tell you why in a second. I've been taken to calling him Derp, which might be a little mean, but Bob is probably the happiest kitten I have ever met in my life. He purrs nonstop. And he's starting to get going now, and he'll get louder and louder and louder, so you might hear him. He loves to cuddle. He loves to sit in my lap. He loves to be petted. His most favorite thing in the world is to play with I have one of those toys with the stick with the little string and the toy on the end, and he'll go get it and bring it to me, so I play with him with it. But Bob, like I said, he's very special. He needed a very special home. I know, little man. He needed a very special home to stay in. Bob has what is known as cerebellar hypoplasia, which is a disease in cat. It's not a disease, I'm sorry. It's a neurological disorder in cat. Yeah, I'm talking about you, little man. It's a neurological disorder that's very similar to cerebral palsy in humans, which means he is completely healthy. He's very happy. Nothing's contagious. He's not in pain. He doesn't hurt. He just can't walk really well. So he needs help every day. It's not degenerative, so it won't get worse. Won't necessarily get better, but as he grows up, as long as I work with him every day, his muscles can develop and he can get around a little bit better. He'll never be, like walking like a normal cat, but he seems to like to stick his head in my armpit. But so yeah, I have another video I took, but you can look it up. It's cerebellar. I'll link a link to the Wikipedia page down below, but you can look it up. I took a video of him getting around the room last night. I'm gonna put him down. I love you, little man. There we go. Whoop. Of him last night. Now he was brand new in the house and super excited. And not used to his surroundings yet, so he was having a lot of trouble getting around that video, so don't let it shock you. So I'm going to put that in right here. This is Derp. Derp is a very happy, very active little kitten. He has cerebellar hypoplasia, which means he can't get around so good, but he's working on it. It's just like cerebral palsy in humans. So he's perfectly healthy. You can hear him purring. He just can't always control his muscles, but we're going to work together and build him up nice and strong. Isn't that right, little guy? He is probably one of the happiest kittens I have ever seen. But it's not contagious. They're not in any pain. He doesn't seem to mind when he falls down. And contrary to what this video's shown, he can take a few steps sometimes. He can get around just fine. Yeah, I know it's a little jarring. And when I first saw him, whenever anybody has seen him the first time, when my mom saw him, when my boyfriend saw him for the first time, they were like, oh no. I promise you he's okay. He's perfectly happy. he doesn't seem to mind it when he falls down. He just gets up and he keeps going again. So, but I'm working with him. His legs are really strong, and when I help hold him up, he can stand. I don't even have to hold him. I just kind of have my hand there as a guide underneath his belly, and he stands, and he's fine. And the other question I know everybody is going to ask, because this is one everybody's asked already. Yes, he can use his litter box. He doesn't go on the floor. The people at the rescue center said he used it fine, and when I brought him home, he's used it 2-3 times already, and he kind of works his way over there and kind of flops in, does his thing, and flops back out again. So it's not graceful by any stretch, but he stays in the box and he uses it. So yep, litter box is fine. Guess that he's perfectly healthy. He's very happy, and he's a kitten, and it's been, my cat's 13 years old. It's been that long since I've had a kitten in my life, so this is retraining myself all over again. So I have him confined to this room. There's a baby gate in the door there, so he can't get out and fall down the stairs until we can get him used to figuring out stairs, if ever. And if he doesn't, that's not the end of the world. We can work around that. So but I'm going to work with him all the time, get him nice and strong. He's in a super happy and super loving home. He'll be very well cared for here. So sorry, I'm still in my pajamas. I'm exhausted. But I just want to introduce you to my new favorite little guy. And the other question everybody's asking is, oh God, how's Yuna taking it? Because my other cat does not like other cats. She doesn't like anything or anybody. There's a very slow, long, and very careful process of introduction with cats, especially if you have one that doesn't like other cats. So we brought him home yesterday afternoon, and this morning she's only really, we snuck him in, like we brought him in and ran him upstairs real quick, and so she's had no idea until this morning. She heard him meowing. He's been pretty quiet, but he started meowing this morning. He gets sad when I leave the room, but no, I hear him flopping around. He's getting over to his bed. Anyway, she heard him, and she wasn't thrilled, but she wasn't growling or hissing. She just made her noises she makes when she's concerned that something might not be right. So it's going to be a slow process, but I'm going to introduce the two as slow as I can. And the other thing is, like I said, he's probably going to be confined up here for probably a good few months until he gets a little bigger and gets a little stronger and can get up and down the stairs and get around a little better. But I just totally lost my train of thought. Like I said, I'm really tired. Yeah, so for the meantime, Yuna doesn't come upstairs very often. She's pretty lazy. She's old and she has arthritis, so she can't. I guess I'm used to limited mobility cats. Never have to worry about jumping on the counters. But yeah, so she's kind of limited mobility too, and she'll come upstairs, but it's not very often. So, and when we're not here, I have the baby gate in place, but I can still open and close the door. So when I'm not here, I close the door, or I will close the door. So she wouldn't come in or anything. She would just run away, probably hide in the closet because she's afraid of everything. So anyway, this video's gone on a bit. That was all. I just want to introduce you to my new special little guy. I'll have some update videos and other stuff. I have another cool video. The 2017 Hobonichi planners were released on Thursday, September 1st in Japan. So actually it was for Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. We were able to hop online and start buying stuff from the online store, and I ordered my planners for next year. So I'll probably have those in a couple of weeks. So I'll have a video on the 2017. So that's it. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi to my little buddy Derp.